And she kept doing baby voices like, yeah, I thought it was
really
Lindsay.
good at it.
Yeah.
Dodger was awesome.
Both sick. You're both just sick people. And mothers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's probably the root of it.
They go hand in hand,
The
really.
sickest people make the best mothers?
It could be. Hey, welcome to Off Topic.
What's up?
Hello. Live podcast in your homes right now, and probably your job,
or your
unless you're
pockets.
unemployed.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Well, I mean, you're still not like, you're not like in your phone. Your phone's still in your home or at work.
Just peek through sometimes. And...
That doesn't change where you as a human being are.
Nice shirt, Alfredo.
It's a great looking shirt.
Thank you.
Have you guys talked about
And Lindsay too.
the weird
This
place?
is from the
No.
world.
This Off Topic episode number
like in your face
100
about
and
it.
something. It's probably like 32 or some shit. I don't know. Joining
Well,
us
some.
this week, I'm your host, Michael. We've got Jeff, Popped Ramsey, Lindsay Jones, Jeremy Duels, and Alfredo
Hey-o.
Diaz. E3 took him.
Yeah.
They really did. I don't know when we're getting
You
them
know,
back. I don't know.
I hear he didn't get into Jeff's party, and then that was it.
That's true. He did not get into the pop party.
Can we talk about that for a second? All Jack had to
boy.
do. So at E3, because I had they had the pop-up store, right? The Jeff pop-up store. And the night before, we had just a Rooster Teeth party.
Whoa!
Just a Rooster Teeth
Whoa,
party.
whoa, whoa,
It's not the
wait.
Jeff party.
Don't wait.
But it was a Rooster Teeth party at the place where we were having my
I
pop-up
got you,
store.
Michael. I feel like that would be
Jack
better
showed
for you
up,
than
and
whiskey.
there was a line to get in because, there was a line.
Because you're Jeff.
Yeah. Because there's a lot of people in LA that want to drink.
Correct.
And he stood outside and tried to get in for like 10 minutes and encountered a roadblock and just left.
Yeah.
I would have got him in. All he had to do was text me or call me.
Yeah.
Here's the thing about that too, right? Like, okay, you're Jack. You should be able to get into Jeff's party.
And Sophie the whole time was like, I'm getting you in. Just wait 5 minutes.
Right.
I'll get you in.
But I know Jack. It's just like, well, I know Jeff. I know who he is. I should be able to walk right in. And it's like, but there's fucking security guard at E3
security
doesn't
guard
know
doesn't
that.
know.
He doesn't give a shit who you are.
I had to go through the security guard.
It's like-
Gus and I both had to give our IDs and get the guy. And the guy goes, oh, it's the same name as the thing. And I go, yeah. And he's like,
It's like every
give a fuck.
time we do like a fucking Let's Play Live or something that's not 99.9% like Rooster Teeth employees and fans. Like
I'm
people
the
don't
only guys
know
on the stage.
who
You're like,
the
I don't care.
fuck you are. Like
Yeah.
I don't understand the logic of like, this is bullshit. This guy doesn't know who I am. Like, do you think they handed out photos? of, like,
I don't think it was Jack like trying to be a big league guy or anything. I think he just got frustrated and left but I don't know why
leaving
he
was the big
didn't
league part.
reach out
That's
to
what I'm saying.
like he I guess he used the appropriate channel. He tried to go through Sophie to get in, and that would have worked if he'd waited 2 more minutes. But I don't know, like when faced with any obstacle, the one person in the world that can fix that was me immediately. I could have gotten them in 1 second.
Yeah, I don't know that you would have, but you could have.
I would have. We were gonna get tattoos together.
Handful of seconds.
Instead, I spent I was there all night. The only tattoo I got was I got a tattoo with James from Cow Shop, which was awesome. Now we're best friends because we have tattoos together.
Oh yeah.
But
Jeff and James?
yeah, Jeff and James. Wow. But like, I just don't. I don't understand. I almost feel like it was a better narrative for him to say I didn't get in and can be
I
frustrated
mean, it's
about
better
it
for us.
than
We're
for
talking
him to
about
get
it.
in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What would happen if he got in? Oh, Jack's here. Great. But now, awesome.
I've had
It was great.
a couple instances at conventions that are kind of like that, where I'm going through my area, like going to the signing booth, and someone in security rightfully says, hey, who the fuck are you? Why are you here? And I'm like, badge, okay, I'm a guest, all right.
Happened to Gus and I at MegaCon a bunch.
Yeah, totally normal. I would not expect these people to know who the fuck I am at all. But there's been a couple instances where a fan's been with us or kind of like hanging out, and they're like, this is Lindsay Jones. All right.
Right,
I'm like,
yeah, it's always
thank
gonna,
you.
Do you know who this is? And they're like, well, no, I already said that. I don't know who this is.
Not
That's
a
why I'm
clue.
stopping them.
Dude, I
sweet.
walked up to the Activision booth while I was there because I just saw a desk with a bunch of like portraits behind it that were like, Destiny, Crash, Spyro, and stuff like that. I'm like, I don't know what's going on over there, but I want to find out.
But I want
So I walked over and there was this person standing there and they're like looking at me and they're like, hey, how's it going? I was like, hey, is this like a merch booth or something? Like, because I see those. And they're like, no, this is like a VIP area type thing. I'm like, oh. And they're like looking at my badge and they're like, are you like important enough to get in here or something? And I went, I'm probably not. They left.
That's Jeremy.
Nope.
I saw this fucking picture this morning that was so good.
Oh, right. Yeah, I want to hear about this.
Broadcast, you should be able to find this. I don't know where I saw it. I think I was just reading the news, and it was in Hamilton, New Jersey. And there was a fire. I think it was either this morning or yesterday morning. It was yesterday morning. They didn't really go into detail. I don't know if it was like a house fire or what, but it was in like it was in a neighborhood. It wasn't like a business complex or anything like that. And fire department showed up. some dickhead was parked right in front of the fire hydrant.
Yep.
So they fucking smashed his windows in and ran the hose through his
I
car.
love when they
shit
do
like
that.
Yeah, it was so awesome. And then the Hamilton Fire Department posted it, and they were like, "Don't do it, dickhead."
Yeah,
You
that's
know-
awesome.
I
I see it going up
Shit.
through his
You
car.
know
I agree.
that every single person on that fire truck prays for that to happen.
Oh my
every
god,
day.
it was
They're
so
like,
awesome.
oh my god, you get to bust the windows out last time. I want to do it. I want to do it. It's
Dude.
fine, fucking Carl.
Dude.
Dude, bust the
It's
windows.
Steven-
Yep, there it is.
Yeah.
Boom!
Yeah.
All the comments,
So
all the
great.
comments were awesome. They're like,
Incredible.
"Fuck that guy." There was one comment that was like, "I'm kind of disappointed they didn't just rip the door off. The hose might have got cut by the glass."
The jaws of life to
They
take
were
the
like,
roof right off that
I wouldn't
thing.
want the hose to get nicked by the glass. Should have ripped his door off.
Those are like the life lessons or like the attitude
Fuck
that I
you.
wish existed in Texas. I wish there were a blend of like the Texas Southern pleasantries, like yes ma'am, no ma'am,
What a
hi neighbor,
schmuck.
hello, with go fuck yourself Northeast. Be
Dude,
perfect.
and like smashed car windows, they suck. Have you ever had like a car
like
window
glass
smashed in your
everywhere.
car?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's everywhere.
And it's like, not only that, your insurance isn't going to pay for it,
Right.
And you're going to get a fucking ticket.
Yeah.
Get fucked.
my
Fuck you,
my first car
idiot.
that I had,
Dipshit, dumbass dipshit.
I had a '99 Dodge Intrepid for a while. His name was the Intrepid.
Oh nice.
Sure,
You get
of
a lot
course.
Yeah,
Get a
the
lot of press on that one?
I never cut the letters off the back, but I always wanted to and switch them. So it's the Intrepid. But so it was my dad's, and it was my sister's, and then it was mine. So when my sister had it, a car hit like the driver's side of the car, like hit the door, and she got it all repaired and everything. Everyone was fine, but apparently something was wrong with it. Like something inside wasn't quite right. I was driving Kat to a train station in Boston, and I heard something weird kind of under my car. So I was like, "Oh, well, hang on, Kat, let me like check this out."
Dead body.
I'm like over to the side. I get out, I open the door, and I close it, and the window shatters.
Oh my
like, I
God.
literally just closed the door. She's sitting in the passenger seat. It's like, like glass all over my seat, all over her, like all on the outside.
You're a
And
superhero.
I just like stood up because I was like down and like looked through the broken window. I'm like, what the fuck? Like the window's just smashed everywhere. Then I like call up my dad. I'm like, so what do you do about this? He's just like, I don't know, something broke. I don't know. Drive home, tape something over it. I was like, okay. Okay, let's get dinner after the presser's over. We'll watch it in our hotel rooms and we'll go get dinner. So we watched it. Now it's kind of late. It's like almost 9 o'clock. So we decided to go to KFC. We go to this KFC. I was like, we're going to die in this KFC in LA. Like, so we walk into it. As we're walking in, there's this guy kind of walking up to us, like in the KFC. He's like asking for money and stuff like that. We're like, we don't have any cash on us, which we didn't. We're like, we just don't have any cash on us. Like, as he's talking to us, the security guard comes up to him and grabs him. He's like, go on, out of here, man. You got to go out of here. And he like led him to the door and like threw him out.
He bounced him.
Yeah, he got bounced out of the KFC. Then we're standing in line. There's a guy in front of us in line, and he turns around. And he looks at Jack and he goes, "Can you do me a favor, man? Can you just back up? Can you just back up, like to Jack?" And Jack's like, "Yeah, sure." And like steps away from him.
why
He's
not?
like, "I appreciate that, man. I appreciate that you're backing up." And he's like, I just don't need people up in here. It makes me nervous. I just don't need that. Jack's like, "I get it. And the guy goes, "You watch football? You know the Green Bay Packers? You look just like their coach, man. You know this coach, the guy." And like Jack looked it up later, nothing like him. Of
course.
Nothing like him. And he's
great.
like, "Dude, the coach looks just like you. It's just like you, man." I'm like, "All right, cool, dude. Whatever.
Should've asked
Go
you
back
what
to the
year it was.
KFC." He like goes back to order him. He started getting really aggressive with the
Still
cashier.
like Troy Aikman cowboy era.
He like ordered something. Cashier's like, "That's gonna be an extra charge," and stuff like that. He's like, "I know it's gonna be an extra charge. Just give me my food. I know it's gonna be extra. You don't have to tell me it's extra. Just give me what I order. That's fine. You can just tell. I know it's gonna cost more." He like turns around, looks at us. He's like, "Gonna cost extra? No, I think it's free. It's gonna be extra. I know it's extra." And like all this
What
stuff.
the
That's
fuck?
him. That's the coach.
That doesn't look like.
Dude.
No, hold it.
I see where his I mean,
Here,
like,
I'll
it's
say
not-
this.
it's
I'll-
not-
I'll say this
it's
to
not
agree
as
with
far-fetched.
Alfredo.
It's not as far-fetched.
He's white.
He is white.
Yeah.
White with a beard.
No, that
Oh,
looks
and that's a question. Alfredo, can you tell the difference between that person and Jack?
right. Yeah.
I see the origin thought of your brain, if that makes sense.
So finally,
He looks like Hodor.
all right?
To be fair, Alfredo's a non-white person.
Right.
He thinks all white
Yeah.
people look alike.
It's
I
fine.
mean, like,
It's fine.
Not a
So
lot of
then-
variety here.
This guy moves on, gets his food, whatever. We go up, we order, and then like we're waiting for our
Comes
food.
back with a vengeance.
And no, this other guy walks up to us, and it was like the fucking one bite thing we were watching.
That's immediately what I thought
The guy
of.
comes up to me. He's got cuts all over his face. Like some of them look like they're still bleeding.
Just happened.
And like just happened. He's talking to us about being a veteran. He's like, I need some money from you guys. And we're just like, sorry, dude, I can't help you. Like,
Did he
we
kill the
like-
bouncer?
And he like, I don't know where the bouncer was at this
Like,
point.
he's
Bouncer
dead
was
now.
done. So this guy like starts walking away, and I look at Ken. I'm like, we're gonna die. Like, Ken,
Yeah.
we're gonna die in a KFC. He's like, I know. We get the fuck out of here.
Somebody in the chat was like, "You haven't seen bad, so you've been to the Tenderloin." I've been to the Tenderloin.
Wait,
I'm telling
SF
you,
Tenderloin?
Yeah, of course.
I lived a block away from there.
I'm telling
I grew up a
you,
block
this
away.
shit is
Blocks
worse. I've been to
away.
the Tenderloin.
It's
I've been to
awful.
South. I've
Dude,
been to all
it
that shit.
is.
I've been to that fucking comedy club where
The
we were gonna
Warfield's
get
like right there
mugged.
too.
What's that?
The Warfield?
Yeah.
Where they have all the bands?
I'm telling you, LA is worse. Downtown
bad,
LA is worse.
dude.
I was there. I stayed downtown because that's where the convention center and everything is. I was about a 35-minute walk at most from anywhere that I had to go for those 5 days we were there.
Right.
So I didn't get in a car the entire time. I just walked everywhere.
For the most part, yeah.
I saw so many aggressive more so than I've ever seen in my life. Like
They're
what you're describing,
real
I saw
aggressive.
almost everywhere I went, I saw a homeless person get kicked out of. Like it happens like every 20 minutes.
I've only seen it in
every
New York and
establishment
Chicago.
downtown LA
Yeah.
has to throw somebody out.
yeah.
I really appreciate the homeless population in Austin.
It's gotten different.
They
It's
just-
gotten
they're
worse.
just nice.
Homeless people in Austin,
Yeah.
they just want a cigarette or a meal.
I'll
And
be
you're like,
honest.
All right, that's fine.
I'll
Here
be
you go.
honest.
Here you
Like,
go,
Or they
man.
want to sell you the homeless newspaper we
Yeah.
used to have.
Okay. that's cool,
I mean,
whatever.
granted, I'm doing a little better, and just because I'm 30 and I'm older, and like I do okay. But like,
You're okay. You do okay.
Never in New Jersey and New York, I'd be like, get the fuck away from me. Don't look at me. It's like, give me some fucking money or else. And I'm like, yeah, sure, fuck off. You know?
Yeah.
Austin, they're like, hey, can I get a buck? And I'm like, here's 5.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Here you
But I'll
go.
do that. I
Yeah.
will do that. Yeah.
She had one of the meanest looking hits the other week, and it honestly, like, I was shocked she didn't get like a bruise or a welt or anything. She was in the kitchen, and we've got windows in the kitchen where the windowsills are like way down low. They're like, I don't know, like a foot off the ground. And I had a bunch of water jugs, like for my like my cooler, like my filtered water cooler, and there was like 2 full ones and then an empty one. So she like leans on them and pushes on them a lot and shit. So I was in the living room and I was watching her do it, and she walked up to the empty one and pushed on it, but because it was empty, it was so light, it slipped, and she slipped on the floor, went forward, and then boom, hit her head on the windowsill and rolled. And again, it's one of those things where like with a baby, like first of all, just from the hit, like that's gonna piss you off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a
Or
bad one.
you're gonna be fine or whatever, and then like you run over and get there, and if the reaction is in it like stunned or like whatever, it's like it's fine.
Yeah.
If she's silent, there's the like
The build to cry.
it's like oh here it comes, and like I pick her up and I'm already shaking her, and she's like. "Ah!" Like it was one of those. Like if it's an immediate cry, she's gonna be
Probably
over
fine.
in a second.
Yeah.
If she waits 10 seconds and she's like.
It's bad.
It's just gonna be ear piercing. That was like the worst one I probably ever saw. Nothing. She didn't get a bruise. She didn't get anything. Then, like a week later, way less of a hit. Like from everything I've learned from this child falling in her face, I'm like, that's nothing. You can see the fall and be like, she's fine. She was upstairs and she tripped and fell into the side of the couch. Nowhere near as the fall, like, because this was a slip and a fall, like she pushed on the thing, slipped on the floor, and hit her head on the way down.
And y'all have been to our loft. You've seen what that couch
You know the couch
is.
we have in the corner? It's like soft. There's
Yeah.
nothing like edgy or anything over there. Nothing for her to like bash on. She was just walking towards it, slipped and fell, and like hit her face on the bottom. Same like blood curdling scream. And I was like surprised. Dude, the next day, and it's like finally gone now, for like a week, she had this huge line on her face that was like, it wasn't a cut, but it was like
Bruise.
it was like
Yeah.
raised, you know what I mean? Like you could
Yeah.
feel the lump, and it looked like she was in a fucking fist fight. Like it turned like yellowish, just kind of like it almost
At
bruised.
first, it looked like football players when they put the black stuff under their face. Like
Right. It looked like a
reflect the
cut
light,
across
yeah.
her face, but it wasn't. And I was like, you look like a fucking boxer. Like
Yeah.
that was probably the worst looking injury I've seen
funny
on
you
her.
say
And
that.
she was like,
We took her to the pool, and I watched one mom look at us like, "Is that baby okay?" And I was like, "She tripped into a couch."
I don't give a shit.
Listen.
I'll
we're
fight some
good
other parent.
parents.
Mind your own fucking business.
Yeah.
Whoa, what's it your business?
Hey, get the fuck out of here. Hey, you want one too?
You want
Huh?
to see how many gold belts she's got?
I'm not gonna hold back on you.
Hey, how's it going, dude?
Hey, how's it going, dude?
You want to compare fucking Ferraris?
How's it going, dude? I'll get out of your system.
We'll see.
dude.
Well, you got your kid a Ferrari in a fucking reclining chair? Get out of my face. You know in Happy Gilmore when he gets the Subway
Yes.
sponsorship and he gets free subs for life. So I tweeted this morning. I said, I have a business proposition for Jersey Mike's. Remember when Happy Gilmore got free subs for life for doing commercials where he hit sandwiches into people's mouths? I could do that for JM's, but I would just cram the sandwich in with my fist, and then I put in parentheses, to the customer's delight, because it sounds extreme.
Yeah.
But I also, Lindsay picked up on it immediately. It's a very like shotgun patty style.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
get blasted!
Blast you in the
and I'm
mouth.
like, oh, and there's just I punch a sandwich into
I
someone's
wanted to
mouth.
reply, I'm wasted.
Right.
but
So,
felt
well, they'd be like,
inappropriate.
I'm full, is what they would reply.
Yeah, there you
So
go.
then I followed that up to give an example, because some people were like, I wouldn't want it to be punched in my mouth. And I'm like, I think you would. So I followed up and I put in quotes like, oh man, I'm so hungry, but I just don't have time for a delicious Jersey Mike's sandwich. Then I come in and say, I got you. Pow!
Flavor punch.
And then they say, thank you, so good. And then I put thumbs up. They tweeted this at me. This is what Jersey
What?
Mike's did. They took my tweet.
Jersey Mike's did
Yeah,
that?
they took my tweet and they made this. I just
my
saw it go
God.
to the bathroom.
Oh my
and it's me
God.
punching a sandwich into Gavin's mouth.
That's incredible.
I gave you that. Look at that. That's awesome.
That's fucking.
I went to the bathroom and I quote tweeted it and I put, wow.
What a word.
That was it.
That's amazing.
Michael's way
Wow.
equals delight, because also it's called Mike's way. So they call
Yeah.
it Michael's
Yeah.
way.
Hey, I saw in the
That's
That's
awesome.
badass. Dude.
That's amazing.
So happy about that. But seriously, free sandwiches for life, I'll do it. We've been tearing through nothing but like Disney movies, DreamWorks movies,
Don Bluth.
Pixar movies, like all the like 80s, 90s, like classics, all the good ones.
Watch
almost,
Balto?
almost every single one, either some sort of magic is involved or it's just fucking talking animals,
Dude, Angels in
which
the
isn't
Outfield.
magic, but you know, they were like, they can talk, that's fine. All that shit. We get to Prince of Egypt and I'm watching it. And several times I turn to Lindsay and I go, so this is real, right?
Like,
This
Yeah.
is the movie people go.
People
oh,
believe
Oh,
this,
this happened.
yes.
It happened.
This happened.
The water
Yes.
turned to blood.
100%.
Vulcus.
The guy rolled up, turns his staff into a snake.
Yeah.
Ramses there. He's like, killing all your firstborns, slaves. I'm killing all your firstborns.
Ramses won, not his
Ramses
son.
won.
Yeah.
So that was how the Moses gets away, because they're like, oh, they'll kill you.
It's like a reboot.
No, it's just
like
99.
it's called The Prince of Egypt. It's an anime movie
So
about.
he's like,
DreamWorks, yeah.
so he's like,
About
live.
like God stuff.
Yeah.
Fucking boring.
Yeah. So he's like, live, Moses. Get out of here, because they'll kill you. Because
Right,
you're a
get in the
firstborn.
river,
You're a
don't fall over
firstborn
'cause then you'll
Jew.
drown.
And so then,
Put the baby in the basket.
you know, whatever. Movie happens.
Then it
Movie
floats
happens.
right into the alligator's mouth. Right?
That's all I'm saying. Yeah.
Then Moses is like, "Oh my God, I'm Jewish. I got to get out of here." Leaves. God shows up and he's like, "Hey Moses, I'm a fucking bush.
I'm
I'm
a
on
burning
fire."
bush.
Also
Yeah.
Val Kilmer. The
Val
same
Kilmer plays
actor as
Moses and God, which is interesting. And then he's like, "You got to go." He's like, God comes in. He goes, "Hey, I just found out about this. So there's slaves." And my first thought, I'm like, "Hang on, how does God not know this has been going on?"
He's
Do you
busy.
think-
Busy.
Where
a
were
lot of
you when the
people-
slaves
busy guy.
started?
Do you
Yeah,
think- A lot of
like,
people,
God was like,
universe
"Listen, I
is
got."
big,
He's been
ever
throwing down
expanding.
cards with Allah and Vishnu.
I don't have
Yes,
time for
exactly.
this, right?
Do you think Val Kilmer, like, he got both of those roles and thought, "Oh, I have to eat enough to be both of those people"?
I mean,
And they were like, nobody had the heart telling those animated.
well, he was like, "There's going to be a sequel,"
yeah.
and there wasn't.
Well, he ate
What do you think God weighs? All right, what do you think Moses? I can do that.
He
I
was
can do
eating
that.
the loaves and the fish, trying to get that actor inspiration.
So he comes back, right, and he's like, "Hey, bro." First of all, by the way, too, Val Kilmer plays Moses. Ramses, but it's the second, junior, whatever, played by fucking Rafe Fiennes. So I don't even understand that.
He's Michael Jackson.
He's fucking British,
Because
and
at
he
the
has
time-
the accent in the movie, and
Only
he's
They
like,
didn't grow up together.
and he's, but they're in Egypt.
But
Yeah,
only
well,
recently,
all right.
It's like, it just doesn't make any sense.
All right, I get a
Not
point
for
there.
Queen's Egypt.
And I just go, and I'm
because
like,
there's been a recent push for actual like actors who are Egyptian, etc., to play them. Before they were just like, they're
I'm
British.
not
They're
even
British.
saying you had to be Egyptian. Just
a
don't
villain,
speak with a
British.
fucking
Yeah.
British accent.
Yeah.
Aren't you an
Exactly.
actor? Act like you're not British. I don't
we-
understand. It's just
Didn't
like,
we learn anything from Mickey Rooney being an Asian person in Breakfast at Tiffany's?
did we?
No,
Apparently not.
But anyway, again, I'm just thinking of Thanos here. Moses comes back and he's like, "You got to set these people free." And he's like, "Fuck off. I'm not going to do that." And he's like, "God's going to start fucking you up."
Yeah.
I'll be honest. He's telling me he's going to fuck you up. And it's all very nice about it.
It's been out for so long. Fuck off.
Also, it's if you believe in that dumb shit, it's real. Like it happened. It's
Yeah.
history.
Are you talking
Yeah.
about Infinity War or the
Yeah,
Black
no,
Hole?
Infinity War.
Both.
Oh, okay.
Both.
Yeah.
And
Sorry.
so then
Sorry.
again, it's just
I'm
I'm
making
very
enemies.
I couldn't grasp. It's a very Mac-like movie, you know, where it's like, oh, dude, God sent me, and if you don't listen, he'll fucking kill you. He's gonna kill you all. So there's literally a scene where he, you know,
this is Old Testament God too. This is Yahweh.
They send the locusts and all that shit, and Ramsey's like, I don't care, ignore that shit, because he's got
locusts, frogs.
He's got like magician.
Old Testament was like Yahweh the highway,
Was famine
motherfucker.
one of them?
Famine, yeah.
Locusts, frogs, famine.
River of Blood.
River of Blood.
And then the thing that Michael's about to talk about.
Right, so then he's like, all right, this is the last chance. He's upset with you. Set the people free or else.
Herpes.
And then Ramsey's kid is there. His little kid's there. He's like a 6-year-old kid, and he's like, Moses, you son of a
leprosy.
bitch. You're a Jew. How dare you? Da, 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 da.
Yep.
And then Moses goes like, all right. And then there's literally a montage scene that's like, it's not upbeat, but it's also not like dark in any way.
Passover.
They're just like painting these fucking houses, and then there's just a scene of a bunch of kids getting killed.
Yeah. Yep.
And I'm like, we're rooting for this? I don't even understand this. There's literally a scene where there's this little kid and he's holding a fucking pot and he's like hum-da-dum-da-dum, and he walks in a doorway. Then God, by the way, is a white whoosh that comes down killing everyone. It's just like,
that's the hand of God.
and then people die. So the kid's like hum-da-dum-da-dum, and he walks in.
That's the fart of
Then you
God.
hear the pot shatter,
Yeah.
and then the kid's arm just fall out of the doorway.
Yeah, dead.
And I'm like, fucking Christ!
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
Thanos was a better good guy than God.
Take that,
Close
heretics.
your doors.
Also, again,
Pieces of
Christ
shit.
doesn't come along for a little bit.
And-
You're too early.
and right, like
Maybe
even
cement doors next
Thanos, it's like Thanos. You could argue, hey, he wants to kill half the population. They didn't do nothing. But at the core point of his theory, it's like, well, they are
Resources.
doing something, because
resources.
even if you're not a bad person, even if you're not going out of your way, you're eating shit up. You're taking space. You're eating food. You're creating waste. Like, that's true. These are just little kids that did nothing. They didn't do nothing.
Yeah.
And God's like, gotta kill them.
Yeah,
That's it.
how else are they going to learn?
And I was just like, why is this a movie?
I hate. It's the one thing. I hate a lot about religion, but the biggest thing I hate about religion is this bullshit original sin thing. It's like, oh, you're a cute little 5-year-old kid, and you're like, and they go, oh, by the way, say you're sorry.
Yeah, you were born with
You
sin.
were born.
I
What
said-
did I do?
I was
Not a
watching
goddamn thing, but you were born, and that's enough. So you better start
God
apologizing.
doesn't pull punches. He's wearing a gay pride shirt.
Wait,
He's
so
dead.
I should be scared.
dead.
God is a loving, kind God.
He doesn't pull
unless you don't
punches.
apologize for existing,
It's
and
true.
then you're fucked.
Again, all I thought of was Mac. Like, no, we will smite you. They use the word smite like 50 times
Yeah.
in the movie. And I'm pointing this out as I'm watching, and I'm like, this is crazy. And Lindsay's like, yeah, but it looks great. Look
It does.
at that animation. How can you argue that animation?
People
I'm
will be
it's
mad
just,
at me.
It's just killing people.
People were mad at me that I was shitting all over a cubit during Jeopardy. We were talking about cubits, like because they measured the arc in cubits.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah, it was done in cubits, like this bullshit, no one gives a shit measurement that makes no sense.
Like teraflops.
Like no one knows what a fucking cubit is. People are like, wrong, Jeremy, idiot. A cubit is the length from your elbow to the tip of your middle
Which is
finger.
different
That's a
from
cube,
everyone,
Which
right?
is different for everyone.
Right.
Yeah.
Am I wrong?
But for Noah, a cubit is enough that when you times it by whatever God said, it holds every animal in the world.
Damn straight. Get him in there. Except
If a cubit was a real unit of measurement, they would use it at McDonald's. You'd be like, I'll take a double cubit.
Yeah.
That's true.
You talking about original sin also, Jeff? Women are the worst. Are you kidding me?
I know,
Women
yeah.
For all the sins of the
And
world.
I'm talking about
dumb.
That's why
I'm
we
talking about
bleed, is our
every
punishment.
animal too.
Yeah.
Why am
Every
I
animal.
saying sorry to this guy again?
Yeah.
Because you exist. But that wasn't my choice. That doesn't matter. You start apologizing or you're going to die in hell.
I'm gonna make Iris say sorry.
You're going to live there for the rest of eternity because you didn't say sorry to the dude you never met.
Too many
Because
fucking
you
animals are on that
existed.
ark. I can't get over it.
I was just like,
Insects alone.
I said to Lindsay, and I go, show a child 10 of these films and go, hey, which one was true?
Yeah.
And I was like, pick this out,
Is
please.
it the one where all of us children die for no reason? By the ghost fart?
I'm not religious anymore. I don't feel like I am. But if I watch movies like that from a non-religious standpoint, I'm like, I don't really believe this. I find it like a fun, magical,
It was
entertaining
a ton of
tale.
fun.
Yeah, a ton of
Yeah.
Kids died.
This guy got a rainbow jacket
like
that
Game of
killed a
Thrones.
bunch of kids.
And again, I'm watching this
yeah.
Daenerys
going
comes
like,
in with her dragons. God comes
I was
in
like,
with his
real
hand,
dick
same thing.
move, God. Where were you 30 years ago when the fucking slaves started?
He shows up when he's needed to tell Abraham to
He
fuck
was
his child.
fucking partying is
Yeah.
what he was doing.
Same
he
with
was
Lot.
getting
He was
drunk
like-
on his
Dude, he
own
was
blood.
chilling. You kidding me? Created the universe. There's the Big Bang, and there's dinosaurs.
had
He was like,
dinosaurs,
good. I'm taking a smoke
Dinosaurs,
break.
asteroid, Moses.
Cool runnings happened. Like
In that order exactly.
We're minutes
Yeah,
away from the new
a
record.
little younger than
Yeah.
Life is Strange, but
We're-
I'll
We're
sure it's
7
awesome.
minutes away from longest podcast. So if I pee
Are we really?
and you
Yeah,
keep
but
talking,
it doesn't matter though. Let me tell you this right here. You don't stretch to be the longest.
Michael,
No,
I
no,
have
it
to
happens.
piss.
It has to be a
Michael, I
naturally
have to
long.
piss.
So what I'm saying is it's over right now.
I don't think we're making it, guys.
You don't
Sorry.
look at it and go 7 more minutes. Let's drag it out.
Michael,
That's,
please.
we came. We were close.
If
Lindsay's
anything,
gonna piss her pants. Dude,
Lindsay-
Iris has been pissing all over the floor.
Lindsay
Yeah,
bringing
she
that
peed
up
on the
sealed
floor
the deal.
this
That
morning.
This morning, I saw Polo piss on the floor, and I was like, "That's piss." Because with baby piss, it's hard to tell because it's not like potent. She doesn't
Yeah.
eat a lot of garbage.
Yeah.
It's like almost clean piss. It's like when you're working out, and you drink a lot of water,
get
and
that
you do it
clear
well.
piss.
It was like rainwater piss, and I was like, "That's piss." Yeah. I almost Detroited it. Like, it contains human urine from a child,
A plane
12 and a half
crashed here.
months old. Clean up
Thanks.
piss if you've got it. We'll see you next week. Bye.
Yeah.
Later.
Take care.
Bye, everyone.
Thank you.